Bizarre Brain Comics.
Oh, ho, ho, ha. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to this impromptu Bizarre Brain Comics episode. I am Gary, your host. What the heck was that? This is where I usually take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. This time, however, going to take another look at some mini and small press comics, mini comics and small press comics. It's been several months since I've covered any of these, and this is pretty much the last of the batch from my collection. I've always had an affinity for small press creators because that's what I've been into. See, I've done my own comics and zines, including mini comics, for years. And in fact, the my books, which I've pushed here a little bit, are it's where they started out. Some of the stories in my books, in my first book anthology, had some old and some new stuff. And here's my new book, which is, I don't even have a copy. This is just a proof. By the time this is uploaded, it should be available on Amazon, just like this one. It's new, some of the stuff from my minis and my zines, and as well as new material. Now these comics I'm going to show you here are cover many years, and some of them are local, some of them are not. Start this one. This is from 1997, and it's Boy Trouble. This happened to be issue 3, and it is Poor Boy Comics with a New Attitude, and it's comics by and about gay men, but it's not porn or anything like that. It's just stories about by and about gay men and their relationships. And then I've mentioned these and showed some before in the larger size. This is Haphazard mini comics. Oh, these are locally produced. Haphazard, it says Fantasy Press. It's a silly little adventure stories, kind of like Indiana Jones type stuff. And they're fun. Now this book is actually a religious tract, but it's not quite. This is what it says, the New Growth Book. That's GNU, New Growth Book for fledgling disciples. But this happens to be from 1981, and it is a revised edition of a book that was originally published in 1973, and has very much of an underground look and feel. So it's just extremely wordy. Some parts are more comic book looking, and it is a comic book. Okay, and this one is from I forgot, 20 2012. but it's titled 1999, and I think it's autobiographical stuff from Noah Van Sciver, and this is from when he lived here in town. You can get a look at some of his work, and he has got a lot of acclaim in recent years for his Fante Bukowski graphic novels, and his comic version of a biography of Joseph Smith. Noah Van Sciver grew up Mormon, I guess, and he is the brother of mainstream comic artist, and I've forgotten his first name. His last name is Van Sciver too. I can't think of his name right now. And he was living here in Colorado, and working at Kilgore Books and Comics, and and Kilgore was publishing a regular book from him. And here is Colorful Heroes. This is, what is her name? It's by Cami Dodson. It's some kind of cute, and it's a lesbian superhero, basically what she is. And this is locally produced. I guess this is from several years ago, but at the time, I don't know if she lived in Boulder, and was part of the Boulder Comics Club group, whatever they called themselves. And it's kind of cute, and this is the group that she belonged to. This is Boulder Comics WordPress. This is volume 1, and it's an anthology of a variety of things, creators. But this is from 2012, I think. This is also from 2012. But here, this has some work by Melanie Gilman, and they have also received a lot of a certain amount of acclaim in doing comic stuff. I can't remember the name of the graphic novel that she did. She is, I think now she's in Oklahoma. I did a whole episode on her, and working as a professor, and art professor. And here's another one by Jason Martin, and I don't know what year this is from Belmont, California. This is from 2008. Later born. Number 6. And it's almost a juvenile type style. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just his particular art style. A variety of stories done in what we might consider a more naive art style. Then we'll finish up with this ranchero, and I can't find when or even where this is from, but this has some really nice stuff. I've had this for several years, so it's several years old. Ranchero. Let me see the wraparound cover, but you can see some of the kind of artwork, some of the artwork in here, and it has a center part that's is text. 2013. Yeah, this is from 2013. Some unusual. I actually like this stuff. I like this artwork in it. Very stylized. So, I think that will do us for this time. And I want you to remember, always remember, please like, share, subscribe. Support your local creators when you can. And read your comics. And please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, do leave a comment. Remember, comics are art.